Hello YouTubers, today we got a PlayStation 4 here. This is the original first model ones with the touch sensor. These are awesome systems. They last forever, this model does. Especially after damaging the HDMI port. Normally doesn't blow the chip on them, but you can see this port is pretty jacked up. All the pins are all bent in there. So what we're gonna do is replace the HDMI port. So let's start taking this apart. Alright, now we can get ready to take the chip off, or not the chip, but the HDMI. Probably wondering what this is. This is a turtle. Holds all your screws. Been using those things for years. Alright. So I'm gonna get my little stand over here. This is my little trusty stand. I mean, we can put this to the BGA machine, take the HDMI port off, but I'm not gonna do that. So we're going to use the bottom heater technique. I just like using the bottom heater. The reason why I use it, you don't have to remove the port, obviously. Why I use it is because basically to suck the pockets out, you know. Use less heat on the board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off area here. Clean it. And then we can take a look at it. So the tape will stick. So let's take a look under the microscope with this. I've never seen the pins sitting there chilling like that. So definitely a couple pins. There's some other pins that ain't even pushed in, but they're all smashed up. See, I'm gonna get you a little crotch camera here. And you can see that it's kind of jacked up inside that HDMI port. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove that bad boy. I'm going to take our little tape off here. Alright, so we're just going to let that bottom heater preheat for a while. Alright, so that's pretty much heated up. We're going to add some flux down. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to finish taping off just these components right here so we don't burn them. Alright, that's good. Add our flux. Alright, now we're going to come in with our heat. Obviously our fume extractor. Grab some hemostats. and let's perform our surgery. To get out. Because it was that the pins, you could see how they're outwards and see how the port is so bent, so it wants to sit in there, so it's a little harder to get out. You got to use some force. That's why I say use these instead of tweezers. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some strips up of wick so we can wick those pockets there. So I got some little bit of flux on here with the wick. Just going to heat these pockets up. Alright, that's good. Now we clean it. Alright, we got it nice and clean. We're going to just add a little bit of flux here. I'm going to grab a port. So, grab one of these out. Alright. Now we just need to align it. It's pretty simple. So see, the pins are off a little bit going this way. So we're going to have to bend the bottom pads this way. Little tabs. So just a tad. There we go. Let me do the same over here on this side. That should be good. Perfect. So you can see all those line up now. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn our temperature down. Have our airflow. And we're gonna melt this on once these join. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on that. Turn on the bottom heater. Grab some tweezers to push down on it. Not those tweezers. So we're just gonna see, we're gonna preheat it from the top. And we're just gonna watch those pads, or the little, like, the pads absorb the pins. There we go. Alright, we're good. Hold it there for a second. Alright, so we don't need the bottom heater no more. Basically, we're just going to be doing some soldering now on the little pins. Alright. So obviously the pins grab the solder. Like, I wouldn't even have to, like, really solder those, but I just don't feel, I feel more comfortable always soldering them. That would have been like how the factory does it. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay some flux down and tap those each. So I'm not using my normal tip that I normally use. So I don't know how this is going to go. Let's just drag solder it. Bam. See, I kind of get away with it with this tip. My other tip, I kind of drag solder. There we go. We just cleared that. See, just using the drag solder technique. Let's clean that up a little bit. Alright, let's inspect them. Alright, good to go. So, now we just need to do our anchor. Alright, I should use another iron for this one. Yeah, might as well. I'm going to use the big iron here. Mr. Big Daddy. Clean extractor. Yeah, this thing just will take these ground planes like nothing. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to remove our tape now. Make sure no components come up with it. They like to stick to the tape. Alright. So you can see with like the mass iron that I used and the heat that it transfers through the port, it'll actually anchor in side the port. Also at the top. So that's why I like using that one. As you can see. Alright, so let's clean this area up just a little bit and then do some diode readings. And check the fuse. You want to check that fuse. So we're going to test these diodes, make sure they didn't blow. Okay, it's reading nothing on that end. 544, that's good. Nothing on that side. 544. Reads on that side 563. And nothing on that side. Let's check our Big Daddy right here. .633. Nothing on that side. Let's check this diode over here. Nothing on that side. Alright, 0.636. Alright, so that's good. Let's check our fuse here. Our fuse is good. Alright, just like I said, these PlayStations are beasts. Put my probe leads up. Alright. Alright, so all we need to do now is just basically clean it. Alright, what I'm going to do is just heat it up a little bit. Get the flux a little loose. I don't like leaving flux in the pins or anything like that. Never had any issues with them causing any problems, but we got our rapid clean technology here. Rapid clean technology. Alright, so that's 99% rubbing alcohol. And then we just spray inside the port here. And we just do air. Alright, we're done there. Now that was the rapid clean technology. Alright, we're good. Alright, so let's take a look underneath the microscope. See how clean it is. It held up. There you go. You can see it's nice and clean. so you don't have the gunk and the flux between the pins. Rapid clean technology. No, I thought that was be a good idea. I mean, I was like, you know, I got that for the air, like kind of like air compressor to kind of blow the, you know, blow air instead of canned air, instead of going through canned air, or having a big bulky compressor, which, you know, the tube line is like, this is Harbor Freight special right here. So it's just basically a paint gun, you know, that you spray. So, and then attach that, I was like, man, why not put like 99% rubbing alcohol and use it as a cleaner too? So I thought it was a good idea. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So we could turn the fan off there. Move all this stuff. Tweezers we don't need anymore. HDMI ports, we don't need those anymore. Alright, then now the fun part, the test. Alright, so the fun part, test it. Alright, we got our cord. HDMI cord. Oh, look at that nice little fit. Just fit right in there. Now, we get to turn it on. There we go. Let's see if we hear the PlayStation. Let's see if the TV picks up PS4. Normally it'll say it. Yep, it says PlayStation 4 here. Oh, it just restarted. Alright, we got picture. Just checking the storage, it wasn't shut down properly. grab a controller and sync with it. Where it would be. Of course, it's always fun finding the cable. Gotta use a Bitcoin cable. Alright, that's the warning that it wasn't shut down proper. Now, look at that picture. Alright, so just basically got to shut it down. It's running nice and cool because it's got the new thermal paste and the fans cleaned out. Obviously, you could see the fans were obviously dirty, really dirty. And I'm surprised the game console wasn't overheating for the customer prior to their damaged HDMI. I don't know how people damage their HDMI ports like that. A lot of the reasons is because of kids taking it back and forth to friends' houses or parents' houses. But I don't know how they get damaged that bad. Unless somebody's just purposely doing that. So I hope you guys liked the video of replacing this HDMI port on the old school PlayStation 4. It says you want to call them the touch models, which I think they're tanks. The HDMI power IC chips, they never die. They're always tanks. They hold up to the damaged ports. The Slims are just crappy compared to that. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys get a chance, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.